Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this session with Melissa Groom, the Visibility Mentor, talking to us about how we can get speaking gigs. All of us as speakers think, where am I going to speak next? What is my opportunity going to be? Well, Melissa has been running the 30-day challenge for some years now. I can't quite remember how many, but I know I've been involved for a few. And it's just created that wonderful community. It's created opportunities. And Mel is just a wealth of information. So it's my pleasure to welcome her as my guest this morning to talk about ways to get 30 gigs as a speaker. So ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the lovely Melissa Groom.
Thank you. Will I do the Ellen dance as I'm coming down the stairs? Thank you everyone for being here, and I can see all your beautiful faces, and I know all of you have met all of you except Patricia, who I know very well from her Facebook Live. She does amazing cooking demonstrations. Wanda, you should go check her out.
She does indeed now. Patricia, I met Patricia in person when Pete and I were in Adelaide. She very kindly took us under our wing, showed us around the town and created a group for me and gave me an opportunity to be a speaker before her group. So thank you, Patricia. I really appreciated it. You're a wonderful, wonderful new friend.
Thank you. It's great to meet you all.
Lovely. Well, we're going to do a 30-second round introduction because it is about showing up and being visible and being able to share who you are and what you do. So we're going to put you in the spotlight and you can say hi. So do you know how to put people in the spotlight on the video, Di?
No.
If you click their three dots, you should be able to make them.
I haven't got the three dots, remember.
No, if you go up to, say, Trisha's frame.
Oh, okay.
Mouse over, there's three dots.
Okay, Trish, we'll start with you. Wait on, hang on. Right. There you go.
Oh, thank you so much, Di. Hi everyone. I'm Trish Springsteen. My passion is helping you to get known, be seen. My clients work with me because they know I give them the confidence and self-belief to step up, making speaking easy to connect with their clients. So I'm all about helping you to find the gold nuggets, either inside you or on your computer, where you can repurpose and leverage them to get out there and be seen by those people who are looking for you. Make it easy for your clients to find you. That's me.
Thanks, Trish. Patricia.
Oh, hi. I really enjoy helping people. Well, firstly, I live in Adelaide, and it was really great to meet up with Di in person. Just before all this virus happened, wasn't it, Di? And it was brilliant. And I help to make a difference in other people's lives by helping them to live in a healthy body, inside and out, and outside and in. And I'm just delighted at the moment that I've just come down 5 kilos in. This is my 3rd week, so I'm out sharing people's good health in many ways right now.
Thank you, Patricia. Neil. Now, here's a gentleman that I don't know yet.
Hi. Hi, Mel. Good to see everybody. Okay, I'm coming from, it looks like there's a bit of delay in this transaction occurring on the video. Can you pick that up? I've got bad background and also very much a delay on my face. So I think that's the internet, unfortunately.
It looks all good here, Neil.
Sorry?
It looks all good here, and I love the groovy background.
Is it green?
Oh, yeah. Pretty.
Okay. Right, a little bit about myself. As Mel knows, I've part of the Speakers Tribe Queensland, and through that, I'm taking the opportunity to express and get better known in the field of what we do as a company and what I'm doing personally. Personally, I'm a technical background, and at this stage, I'm requalifying so that I can offer services across to real estate individuals, seniors, in getting a better understanding of their electrical energy needs and how they can best optimize that. Now, on a company side, we've got a split area, which is quite interesting for the future. One of it is working with intelligence. And in other words, it's about raising the level of consciousness within people. The other side, which a lot of ladies would be familiar with. I'm more of a bit of a scout bee. In other words, I connect with a lot of ladies, understanding that the female energy is a very much needed level that's going to predominantly increase on the planet. And to understand that female energy, it's prominent in understanding more about yourself and how you can connect with using that female energy. So it's an interesting step forward that the world is going to understand that the dominance of male is going to diminish, and the rising of the female energy is predominantly going to not overtake but merge with the male energy to form a balanced level of relationships, understandings, and a new world,
Oh, well,
a
thank
new
you.
day.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Rhonda. Good morning.
No, I'll try and turn this way because I seem to have the brightness in the background. Take glasses off. So I'm Rhonda Gruffin. I'm a flavorista consultant and founding leader. Our company's only a few years old, and what I'm about is empowering people to take charge in their kitchen, return to the heart of their home, their kitchen, and add flavour to their food with our beautiful products. We've got spice blends, olive oils, balsamic vinegars, and so on, and they're all gluten-free and nut-free. So I like to, we all have to eat, and this is my sister's company, and we're out there to help people with ideas and to, if they want to help them grow a team, because it's all about being in service to others. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rhonda. Jeanette, hello.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
We can. Loud and clear.
Well, I'm Jeanette, I'm from the Gold Coast, and what do I do? Well, first and foremost, I'm a nurse. I also work very closely in the angelic realm after a near-death experience when I was 6 years old. And I've also utilised my life to create empowerment for especially the women, and I'm about to be an author of a book that I believe is going to empower a lot of people, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, it's just, I believe that a lot of the time we can really empower other people when we've had that lived experience ourselves. And that's something that works really well for me. So I'm all about getting out there, meeting new people, empowering people, working with the angels, and I do lots of things. So I sort of incorporate all of it. And I'm very happy with where I'm at the moment. It's so nice to be in here with everybody.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much, Jeanette. Back to you, Mal.
Well done, everybody. So there was your first speaking gig for the day or for the week. So what we don't realise is we have all of these amazing opportunities with many meetups now or many online workshops happening. So wherever you can, if it's something that interests you, you know, turn up, and where there's an opportunity for you to introduce yourself, because every time you do that, you become clearer and clearer about how you are articulating how you can help people. And whether or not we need your products and services, it's guaranteed that we'll know someone who does. So I just want to say well done, and that I want to remind you that everybody has got something of value for others. Our job is to be of service to others, whether that is teaching us how to you know, raise our consciousness, Neil, or communicate better and be seen, Trish, or live a healthier lifestyle, or, you know, connect with the angelic realm, or be a more confident speaker. Hopefully I've covered everybody. You are all important, right? And you all have arrived here today because, and it's 111, so the angels are with us. You've arrived here today because you have got a calling, and that is a calling inside of you to share your mission, your life's purpose, to make a difference in the world. So I'm going to be reading off my notes, and it's funny because I actually wrote this document quite a couple of years ago now, but it's still all relevant, and even more so now because events are not being able to be held as they normally are. So a lot of the things I'll be sharing in the next hour will be things that you might know of, but you just thought, well, I haven't tried that yet. You know, maybe it's because you don't know how, or you don't think it's going to actually make a difference. But these are all things that I've tried. And the good thing is they're all free. So that's a bonus too. Now you can write notes, or you can write down questions as we go along to ask me at the end. I will be giving away someone who's turned up today as a thank you, a 1-hour strategy session with me, how to increase your profile and income. So are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are we ready to be seen and heard? Okie dokie. So did you know that 60% of the world's population are visual learners? So there's so many ways that we can market ourselves with podcasts, with writing books, and they're all fantastic. I mean, there's always be a market for those types of things. For me, I'm very much a visual learner, and why I teach video is because if you're doing video or you watch video, you understand that when you watch a video, you feel the energy. You can see people's passion in their eyes. You cannot connect with somebody the way you can when you show up just like this, you know. And I've taught Di, she's recently done her online workshop. Now, she didn't do it behind PowerPoint slides. So many people think, I've got to have this fancy webinar to show up and deliver information. But what actually people want is they just want you to solve their problem, but show up as you, you know. You don't need to have all the fancy bells and whistles. Anyway, so my first tip is, what we don't realize is social media is a platform for us to have a speaking gig every single day. It's our channel. It is basically our own, you know, production show, however we want to show up, whenever we want to show up, and to a global marketplace, which is absolutely incredible. So we need to be sharing our knowledge and expertise on our business pages. Now, the biggest guy on Facebook Watch, if you don't know what Facebook Watch is, there is a whole news feed just for videos, because Facebook favors videos, particularly live videos. And Patricia, your live videos are fantastic, very engaging and fun. And I really get to know you watching them, so well done. So you should be scheduling in at least one video a week that is an educational topic to position you as the expert in your industry, okay? Or the go-to person for eating healthy, or whatever it is. I had originally said 1 minute tips, but Facebook favors about 3 to 4 minutes now, because obviously while someone's watching, it's telling the algorithm that this is interesting to this person, and I think their friends might be interested in it too. So generally, before, they were saying Facebook Lives, because they are delayed a little bit after the New Zealand massacre, they started delaying Facebook Live. So you need to announce to people that you're going to be live. Trish is live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. on Mums in Business Australia. She schedules an announcement beforehand to let people know that she's going to be live, and she's been doing that, I think, 12 months now. So you've got to, you know, really step up and not be afraid to put yourself forward for these positions. So if you're doing a Facebook Live, I would say around 10 minutes and up. If you're doing a pre-recorded video, 3 to 4 minutes is ideal. So your Facebook business page, if you want to be known as the expert, that's where you need to be posting once a day. And yes, I know a lot of people say we're not getting traction unless we're paying to be on Facebook. But as an event organizer myself, if I was looking for someone to come on in Mums in Business Australia, or to come and speak at any of my events, online and offline, first place I'd go to is your Facebook business page, and I'd look at your videos. Because if you want to be a speaker, I want to see how you show up. I want to see that you can look at the camera. I want to see how you're presenting yourself. I want to see how you're, you know, speaking. So very important, if you haven't got those on your business page, schedule in a filming day. Write down 12 topics and then schedule a filming day where you can just even pre-record them and schedule them in one a week. That's going to come out and keep that consistency with building your personal brand. Because, you know, regardless of everything that's happening in the world right now, the one thing, hopefully, I should say it with certainty, the one thing that they cannot take away from you is you, okay? So the world needs you, and remember that, because you're growing your personal brand has always been important, but now more so than ever. And there are people searching and looking for you, Googling you, but they can't find you. So the other place is your stories on Facebook. So video stories, okay? That is an opportunity for you to share. They're saying around 15 seconds is ideal for a little video on stories. Now that can be, I do teach video marketing, and there's a whole heap of things I could share with you, but for the purpose of getting speaking gigs, all right, you just want to share short little tips that answer a question. You know, think of all of your frequently asked questions, Trish, that all of your clients have ever come to you about. And you're a communication expert. I know you've already got your tips, but what can you repurpose and just put into a little 15-minute tip? Like for me, I would do like, sorry, not a 15-minute tip, 15-second tip. So I could do a series of just 15-second tips. Like it might be like, remember, if you want to connect with your audience, to look at the camera, not at yourself, because when you're looking at yourself, you're looking down, and we need to build the trust through our eyes. So that just be a simple little tip. And I don't even have to say my name. I could put my name up with my logo. So I'd be wasting time if I got on and said, hi, I'm Melissa Groom, the Visibility Mentor. Okay, in the first 3 to 5 seconds, you want to give them the hook and tell them why they should keep listening. So you've got Facebook stories are on your personal profile, and you've also got them on, number 3 is your video stories on your Facebook pages. So everybody should have stories on their pages. And the more you start using them, the more they're going to give you little extra tools. For instance, with the Facebook stories on your business page, it actually has a link. So you can actually get people to click on the link and go to a website, or go to your Eventbrite page to register for something. Now, you don't have to have 10,000 followers to have that tool, but you may have to post some stories up there to let Facebook know you're using that stories tool, and then it will come available eventually. So I know clients of mine who've only got 1,000 fans, and they've got the swipe up and click here. Okay, number 4, I think number 4 is Instagram, video stories on your Instagram profile. Whether you're using Instagram or you're not using Instagram, it's if you're making one for Facebook, you may as well put it over to Instagram. Number 5, video stories in Facebook groups. I need to update that, because I know they had it, but I'm not sure if they've taken it away, because I actually haven't looked at that. So I will look at that and see if that's still available. Videos into your own Facebook group. So if you don't have a Facebook group where you are positioning yourself as the go-to person in your industry, you are missing out on thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. The beauty of the Facebook group is that only people who are interested in learning what you are teaching will join that group. They're highly targeted people. Now, Di, I just love Di. She started Rising Speakers Community last week, and she's got over 110 speakers in there already. There's nobody in there that does not want to learn how to be a better speaker. So it's very, very tailored and highly targeted people who are looking to be more confident speakers. And although she will be bringing in different guests like myself, she is there as the authority to share her tips. She's an international award-winning Toastmaster speaker. So if you want to learn how to, do a great presentation, Di's the person to go to craft that talk. Number 7, share your videos into other Facebook groups. So you do have to be very careful about where you're posting and what you're allowed to do. So you still have to look at the Facebook guidelines. But if you're going to be sharing tips, you know, I see so many people in Facebook groups and they share an inspirational quote that's from someone famous. I mean, why would you do that? I mean, the internet is flooded with that, and I'm not saying don't ever put inspirational posts out, but put something from you. You know, Rhonda, put something from you about what you know, wholesome cooking or living, or even like it's your sister's business. You know, give a shout out to your sister's business, but do it in a video. I mean, some people won't watch it because, you know, they do say that 80% of people watch, you know, are on Facebook without the sound on. So Mixed Captions is an app that you can use for your pre-recorded videos. It's something like $6 to purchase, and then you just purchase the minutes as you use them. So for instance, 10 minutes of video will cost me $2.99. And it's really not that hard once you try it to get those captions, so that when you are posting them in other people's Facebook groups, so I'm sharing a visibility tip, or Neil might be sharing how to connect with your higher self, or something that, you know, he wants to be known for. You've always got to remember, like mine are visibility tips. So if you can think, what are your tips? So that you, every time you post, I'd put visibility tip number 1, and then I'd say how to connect with your audience, right? And then I'd do my little clip. That could be the same clip I'm putting up on Instagram stories, and I've got the captions on that as well. But you've got to remember, where else can I be posting this? We need to leverage our videos that we're doing, because I see a lot of people say video doesn't work, but it does. And we really need to, we're going to put the time and effort into it, leverage all of the opportunities that are out there. Number 8, offer to do a free training or a talk into other Facebook groups. So I asked Di the other day on our group mentoring call, would she like me to do a training? I just recently had Sharon Jerd, who's runs 9 businesses. She's a multimillionaire. You know, she owns a global franchise, but she approached me in Facebook and said, Mel, can I do a training for the people in your 30-day video challenge? So even when you've made it big, you still have to go out there and ask for the work. You still have to ask for the business. You should be going out there and booking yourself twice a week to be speaking in other people's groups, okay? And then you can do your own online workshop or your own talk as well. Number 9 is, obviously we talked about this before, Facebook Live videos. Now, there's a lot of people that say, oh, everybody's doing videos. It's just like a mishmash, like too much stuff. I just ignore them now. Everybody is not doing live videos. Everybody is not doing videos. It's just that Facebook is favoring showing them in the news feed, because that's what they want you to do, because they'll be advertising on some of the bigger pages and monetizing that. So that's why I'm very big too about having your own show. Or, you know, like Trish has her own segment on Mums in Business Australia on a Monday night. Barbie has 4:30 on Monday afternoons at doing her feng shui tips. But people know when they're going to be live. And that's the difference. Like I run my whole Sunday around when The Voice was going to be on, right? I made sure that housework was done. I'd been out for my bike ride. I'd done dinner early, and I'm sitting on the couch at 7 to watch the grand finale. So you want your audience to be that loyal as well, to be able to come over and watch you. And there's lots of ways that I share in my mentoring sessions, you know, how you can actually get people to show up live and incentivize them to engage with you. So there are the things that I teach in my mentoring. Facebook Premiere videos. So this is when you are pre-recording a video and it goes out on your business page as if it is live. Okay, you'll see a lot of the news channels are doing this now, probably because they've got things that are happening out in public that they don't necessarily want to be on live. But yeah, just play around with that. We've got the video creator on Facebook where you can schedule in pre-recorded videos and they come out as live. And this is also on YouTube as well. So YouTube also has stories. And last time I looked, they last for 7 days. So go and check it out and have a play around. There's lots of new things happening. Yeah, so I've said YouTube live videos. Then you've got LinkedIn live videos. I haven't used that myself. I'm not sure if that's still around. Do you know, Trish? You're not sure? That depends if your target market is on. I'm sharing some things with you. You might just say, well, I'm only on Facebook or I'm only on YouTube, that sort of thing. You actually can tweet video tips. So, you know, you can share, if you're doing a video on YouTube, you can just share, maybe shorten the link in Bitly and just say one sentence about the video and then tweet I mean, when I was running Toddlers to Teens TV, we were actually tweeting a parenting tip every hour, which was a bit extreme. That was on the advice of my coach back then. But hey, I had the Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister of Australia following me on Twitter. So, you know, it's amazing what can happen if you put yourself out there. Instagram TV or IGTV. So that is a separate app from Instagram, but I think now when you upload a video that's longer than a minute, it goes on to IGTV. So I'm not big on Instagram. My daughter does all that and builds a profile over there, but it's another place that you can, you know, share your stuff. I mean, my daughter, I used to watch her on Instagram and YouTube, and she'd be watching these ladies just talk about, I thought, nothing, you know, but they're there sharing their day, what they're up to, and maybe they bought something, or I don't know, just random stuff. And I used to scratch my head going, why is she so interested in following these influencers? You know, what is it? And then I realized that these people were building their audience, and then they were going and launching like an exercise gear. And who was first to buy it? My daughter, you know, because she felt like she knew them as a friend. It wasn't really this untouchable person. And that's the most incredible thing about using video, is that, you know, it's like there's so many people that have come through my 30-day video challenge, and when I meet them in person, I forget that I haven't met them because I feel like I've known them for such a long time. Like, yeah, I remember we just met the other day, Jeanette, and at my event, and like I thought I'd already known you, you know. It's just crazy. Okay, video apps with images, text and music. So they're things like iMovie. InShot is my favorite editing app on my phone, because I could do a video on Zoom, I could upload it to Google Drive and then open it in InShot on my phone and then edit it. So when I'm talking about this, it may not be a speaking gig, but it's how to just make things a little bit different in the news feed. You know, if you want to stand out and you want people to click on your videos, then you've got to give them, I think, consistency, but then you've got to give them variety. And then you also need to bring in like an element of surprise and delight, because who doesn't like that? You've got to be interesting. You've got to be innovative. You've got to be, you know, going with the trends. Running your own masterclass and online workshop. So just like this, I'm sharing 30 ways to spend 30 ways to get free speaking gigs and ways to increase your profile income. I could make every single one of these a video, but then switch it around. I've made it into my own online workshop. Now, you could charge for this, or you can have them for free. It's up to you. I've done either or. So sometimes I charge for these, sometimes I give them as a gift, which you got today. Offer your free talk to networking groups or meetups. If you go to Meetup, you will find hundreds and thousands of meetups that are looking for speakers. Just contact the organizer and ask them, are they looking for more speakers? I'd like to put myself forward on this. These are the 3 to 5 topics that I can speak on. And in fact, if you've got a YouTube channel and you've got some video tips up there, why not just send them the link to your YouTube channel with your best video, or have a trailer video there? And again, put yourself forward, because if you don't ask, you don't get. And in regards to networking groups, I mean, you could just ask on Facebook, hey, what networking groups do you attend? I'm looking to get myself out there as a speaker. And you'll get heaps of people commenting and sharing their favorite networking groups. Number 18, join SourceBottle for media alerts. So SourceBottle is SOURCE, not tomato sauce, sourcebottle.com.au, and subscribe there to get media alerts. So they obviously do have magazines and podcasts and different things like that, but there's also people who I know, I've seen a lot of my clients over there who've got their own web TV shows, and these are clients that I work with all around the world that are always looking for people to interview for their show. So any one of you to be able to be interviewed and share your story in front of someone else's audience, that marketing is absolutely priceless. Hold your own interview series. So I know Di's doing this with the Your Voice Matters TV. She's interviewing a heap of people and sharing their story, because it's all about, you know, when we share our stories, people relate to us. And when they relate to us, they want to work with us more. They're more likely want to work with us when they can relate to us. So interview series, whether you interview someone else or you are being interviewed, what I'm talking about this one though is you running an interview series with people. So even if you were doing a cooking show, Patricia, you may love to just interview people who are like Di, traveling around Australia, or, you know, just sharing stories. Because you look at the guy Ando, is it, that the painter, you know, I love watching that. I love watching his painting, but I loved the person that he painted and the story behind it. So it just made it a little bit more, you know, captivating, interesting, memorable, and it could just change up and differentiate your cooking live videos to everybody else's. Okay, just a little idea there. And by the way, some ideas I get come from, they just get channeled. Host an online summit using video. So, for instance, I've held an International Women's Day Summit where I interviewed 44 speakers in 5 different countries. And although I was interviewing everybody, all the 44 speakers, it also raised my credibility as well as an event organizer, and people got to know me. And, you know, obviously I shared things during our interviews. It's a two-way street, an interview. So hosting an online summit might sound scary, but we basically did it on Zoom. Basically, I asked everyone to come on Zoom just like this, and just like I taught Di then to spotlight you and put you up on the video so that you're on the big screen. It's no different for an online summit. So it sounds bigger than actually what it is. But in saying that, you know, we got 35,000 views in a matter of days without any paid marketing. And that was all due to, you know, people sharing it and across all of their Facebook groups and multiple platforms. Number 21 we're up to. By the way, I've got a copy of all of these, so if you want a copy you can just message me on Melissa Groom, the Visibility Mentor public figure page, and I'll make sure I get this over to you. So you can tick them off as you go, and even message me and say, Mel, I've done this, go and have a look, because I'd love to see how you're going with it all. Now I've said here, create your own podcast. You're probably thinking that's not visual, Mel. It is still you speaking, but I've said to create a video with an image and the audio. So when you say, for instance, I've been interviewed many times for a podcast, they come on Zoom, and often they don't turn the camera on and they'll just record, and it gives you an MP3. So then you can actually upload that into something like InShot with an image, and it can have you talking. So it could just be like, you know, like the radio's on. I see a lot of people with podcasts on, they post on Facebook just a little, it may be like a minute of the audio of their guest talking, and it's just got a really nice picture of them in the podcast show. So there's an opportunity there for you either to start your own podcast because you want to share your knowledge and expertise, but you could turn it into a little video to post little snippets on social media to then direct them over to, iTunes or Spotify or wherever it is that they may not know that you have got a podcast. Feature on other people's podcasts. So again, Source Bottle's a great way for that. But hey, why not just ask on Facebook, what's your favorite podcast? Or do you know anyone who has a podcast that may be looking for a speaker on XYZ, right? The other thing I tell all of my clients to do is put up a professional photo of themselves on their personal profile on Facebook and say, I'm available to speak at your next event, or book me to run a training for your meetup group, Facebook group, whatever. Like, we sit in our personal news feeds. So if you want people to see that sort of stuff, you could put it on your business page, but I say put it on the personal profile. And again, ask for the business. Tell people that you're ready and available. And the other thing I get my clients to do as well is, if you really are serious about being a speaker, do you have a speaker bio? If I said to you today, can you send me your speaker bio? Do you have one? Okay, so if you don't, that's okay. But if you were really serious, you'd go and prepare one, or if you're not sure, you can actually ask. I've got some contacts that actually can write the speaker bio for you. Maybe perhaps Trish or Di could help you out with that. I'm not sure, because they're obviously Di. I know Trish, communication expert. I'm pretty sure she could help you write an awesome speaker bio. And so when you have that speaker bio ready, you can put that up on your personal profile and go, woohoo, I've got my speaker bio ready. I'm so excited for upcoming speaking gigs. You better book me soon because I'm going to be fully booked. And it just changes your energy. Like, I remember years ago, I used to run weekly networking events, and I would just, introduce the guest speaker, say hello to all of my guests, and occasionally a guest speaker couldn't turn up for whatever reason. So I had to be on and share a topic, but I never ever thought of myself as a guest speaker. And then when I started running the 30-day video challenge, someone asked me to come and speak in Bali. Oh, actually, no, they asked me to put a call out for speakers, and I did. And then she said, you haven't actually put yourself forward, Mel, for a speaker. And I said, I'm not a speaker. And so then I started changing my mindset, and I got a speaker bio written up, because I thought, I can talk about video. Like, this is what I do now. And it changed my whole belief system. It changed my energy, and I swear that put it out to the universe. Next thing you know, I was getting booked to go and speak. But the thing I love more than anything, I really love people, and I love hugging. I love connecting in person, but I absolutely love the fact too that we can get to speak anywhere in the world. And things like the Speakers Tribe, and even Di's new Facebook group, it's going to open you up to meet people from all over the world who are going to give you so many amazing opportunities. So you've just got to really put yourself out there as a speaker. Where are we up to? 23. I've said create a 5-day free challenge using video. So, it's a way for you to position yourself again as the expert in your industry. You run this inside your own Facebook group, and only people who are really hot leads will want to join that. So I've run 2 5-day challenges to teach people how to create their own TV show. And this was quite a few years back now. I haven't run one for a while, but I made 10 grand from both of them. So they are ways to really work and attract your ideal clients and increase your profile and income. And again, these are all things that I teach in our group mentoring in the Videopreneur School. Number 24 is create your own web TV show. So I don't want you to think that, oh my God, I could never do that. That's bigger than Ben-Hur. Like, if you look at, I always make these examples of Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V now, and Marie Forleo. They both started their web TV show. Gary V was on YouTube in 2006 with Wine Library TV. Melissa Groom started her web TV show in 2010 Marie Forleo in 2012. Now, we all pretty much started with our laptop and our webcam, right? Wasn't anything fancy, but we had the same day and the same time. So again, it positions you as the authority, an expert in your industry. So if you don't do a web TV show, you're going to do a video if and when you feel like it. And if you don't feel like it, you just, no one will notice. But they do notice. And if you want to build a loyal, trusted following, you need to have that consistency. So all it is that you have a set day and time that you show up. If you can't do that live, then you pre-record them, and you schedule them out, okay? Look, it's the difference between if I say, hi, I'm Di Riddell. I teach people how to speak confidently, and I've written some blogs, you know, you can have a read of them. Or, hi, I'm Di Riddell. I'm author of 3 books, plus I host Your Voice Matters TV. I'm the Confident Speakers Mentor. Like, hello, what difference, you know, meeting someone is that going to be, like how you're going to be perceived, right? And also Di always turns up looking absolutely gorgeous. Okay, what else? Partner up with others and share videos. So we all have to use this button, the share button, you know, not just a like, but a share. It's free. But, you know, we all get busy, but why not partner up with, you know, 5 other people who you think will, you know, give value, and you're going to share their videos every week. Like that's just something little that we can do that is going to make a huge difference to who our videos get in front of. Because let's face it, we don't have a big budget to go on Facebook ads and, you know, get all the views, and there are a lot of them are vanity metrics anyway. So why not collaborate with like-minded people to get more views on your videos? Do a video, we're up to number 26, do a video interview chain with people who have your target market. So what I mean by that, again, is collaborate with a group of people that can all interview each other and then share those interviews across all of your platforms, okay? Not just on your page, but into your own Facebook group. You may email it out to your database. I've been putting all of my interviews from the Visibility Show on my personal profile, Facebook groups. I've got 2 Facebook pages with over 10,000 followers, YouTube, LinkedIn, and then emailing it out. So that's just one person. Imagine if there was 5 or 6 people all sharing out, you know, your videos every week. Number 27, this is a bit different to all the others, but it is about speaking. So it's contacting other businesses and offering to do free talks. So I've had many clients that have got themselves out there doing free gigs face-to-face, but if you can't do face-to-face at the moment, you can Zoom into a meeting. Like I've gone into Glenn's Real Estate, he's worked for a couple of firms now, and done a free talk. I've had other clients, one of my friends does Creatrix, which helps you to change your perspective of who you are. Now I told her to ring up Lorna Jane in Manly and offered to go and do a free talk. So they emailed their whole database and invited them in for a special VIP night where my client got to do a talk. So think about, you know, is it Fernwood Fitness? Is it a gym that you can go, you know, probably not the traditional big ones, although Fernwood Fitness is a big franchise, but you get the franchisees, and if you can get to know them, maybe you go there already, or maybe you could contact Weight Watchers meetups and say, can I come in and do a free talk or a free demonstration? Or, you know, there's so many different things. We've got to think who has already got our target market that we can just, you know, put ourselves forward. Just sit down and do a brain dump after this session. Think about what businesses could I get in front of, whether it's face-to-face or Zoom into their meeting. Okay, I've had one client who works full-time, and she's a Creatrix facilitator as well, and she works in an engineering firm, but with a lot of women. So I said, why don't you ask, can you run a free talk at lunchtime? And she came back, she said they absolutely loved it. And she got 3 clients that signed up with her, you know, at like $2,500 a pop. So you've got to think about what other businesses that people are, you got to think about what value you can give to that business. Are you giving value in you're going to help them be more productive? For example, with Magali, with her Creatrix training, she was helping them all to believe in themselves and love themselves and be happy within themselves and their home environment so that they could come to work and be more productive. So, you know, what business is, if you say that, you've got, not that I've just got this free talk I want to give you, you've got to use the language where they're going to sit up and take notice and listen to you. So, you know, when I had the Greater Building Society sponsor my business networking groups, I didn't just go in there and go, oh, like, we're looking for a sponsor who can give us $100,000. I went in there saying, well, actually, they said to me first up, how much money do you want? I said, no, let's talk about what I can do for you. So you've always got to think about that. Whether you're approaching anybody in business, always think about how you can help them. Okay, number 28, your local council offers free speaking gigs. So I don't know where they're at now, but a lot of council, whether you're in the health and fitness industry or different things like that, or personal development, contact your local council and the surrounding areas, because we can zoom in and say just go onto their websites, have a look and see what meetups are going on or what things are going on in the council, that you could email them and approach them, get to know the person who's running it and offer to do a talk. So the councils are a great website. They have, I know mygc.com.au is a great website. You can look up a lot of gigs and things that are happening on there. Your local library, a lot of the local libraries offer you to do free talks as well. Now, they may not like you selling stuff on the night, but there's always a way you can give a gift, and on that gift, that has that gift, it has a complimentary consult that you're offering them to connect with you and take up. Number 30, we're up to collaborate with others doing events and offer to do a 20-minute talk. So again, as I said before, either meet up or asking people, you know, that doing working groups, or just go onto Facebook and look under the events. You know, don't be afraid to just, maybe you might go to the event to get to know the person if you don't know them, so you're not just pouncing on them, but you get to know these event organisers, these gung-ho people who are out there already drumming up your ideal target market and putting them in a room or onto a Zoom call, you know, for you. So Redcliffe has an open mic night once a month showcasing authors. Oh, very good. Yeah, see, I'd like to do something like open mic night on Mums in Business Australia, and people could share their story or something like that.
Trish and I have been speakers on that, Mel.
Oh, very good. Very good. What else? I've got post videos on your own blog. Yeah, on your own website. Now, let's talk about some ways to increase our income, because we've got 10 minutes to go.
Now, did you see the question? There was a question there from Jeanette on how do we get onto Mums in Business?
Mums in Business Australia?
Yeah. She just posted a question. You might have missed it while you were speaking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just message me, Jeanette, and I can give you some information about that. Okay, so ways to increase our income. So number 1 is to offer one-on-one consults. So you may already do this in your business, and you may not, but why not? Actually, how I'm doing it today is I'm here doing a free training, and I'm offering to gift one of you a strategy session with me. Now, I will let you know how you can work with me, but if you don't want to work with me, perhaps if you got value out of the one-on-one session with me, which I'm sure you will, you know, you'll go and recommend people, or I'll ask you to do a review on my Facebook page, which helps me out with my marketing. So, you know, you may be doing, I know you do your cooking Facebook Lives, Patricia, but there may be people who may be watching that may just think, I just need a little bit more help, or I need a little bit more hand holding with, you know, changing my eating habits. Or sometimes we like to get in a group and we like to do things together instead of alone, you know. So it might not be something you've ever thought about. You might just think, well, I'm just here and I'm teaching this and I'm teaching that, but is there something that you could offer? Just whether it's a, you know, you might start off doing a one session, or then you might be, you know, packaging up several sessions over so many weeks. You've just got to put yourself out there, and it costs you nothing to offer, to see if that's what your target market or your followers and fans are looking for. Or you can offer a series of, you know, 6 to 12 consults. So I've just recently helped one of my clients. She has got a program she wants to put out to market, but it's a 3-month program at $3,000, right? So she's just started a face-to-face circle where we get together once a week, and it's $30. So we're doing it in a group. She's teaching it in a group, which makes it more affordable. And it's not a whole program that she's delivering, but it's enough for us to really get to know, like, and trust her, to see if we want to go on and work further with her, either one-on-one or, again, in a bigger program with her. So if you guys can get on camera, just as you have done today, then I just say well done, because you can get on camera. If you put together a video program, it's going to be much higher perceived value than if it's just a program that's text, or, you know, a text program or an audio program. My very first purchase was back in 2009, after watching a 3-minute video that I found on Google after I typed in how to start an online business. A video came up of Australian business coach Janet Becker's. I watched the 3-minute video and I pressed buy now, and I bought her $2,000 program. Now, it was a recorded videos, four videos, but it was of a day of her filming an event. She had a live event and she filmed it, and then she split it up into 4 videos. Now, that was teaching you how to position yourself as an expert in your industry by interviewing others. Okay, so that was way back in 2009, and it was the best investment I've ever made. So if you can put together some sort of video program, like I've got my 30-day video challenge. I've got my videos that are pre-recorded, and they're in my Facebook group. I've also got them on YouTube and Google Drive in case anything happened. But they're there now that I can just use over and over again. I did do new videos this year, but I think I've done 3 sets of videos over 5 years. But so, you know, like, I've got massive value out of doing those videos time and time again. Got thousands and thousands of views, and really leverage that. So think about what type of video program you could put together. Don't rush ahead doing stuff like this. It's something that you need to strategize and brainstorm with someone, because I know too, a lot of people go out there and they put together a program and they go to launch it and they're like, no one's buying, you know, because actually nobody knows who you are, because you haven't done the work to build the audience. If you look at Marie Forleo, she did Marie TV, the place to be, for Q&A Tuesday, every Tuesday, and she built her audience, and then she launched B School, which is her online business school. So what else? We've talked about that. Offer group mentoring. So, you know, one of the things I would suggest before you put together a program is do group mentoring. I hold a group mentoring call every week with the Videopreneur School. It's a way for me to get to know what it is my clients need help with, so that you can then, when you get a familiar, a constantly frequently asked questions, you can then put a program together. So, you know, I ran group mentoring for years before I even started the 30-day video challenge with mums in business. And the common theme they all had was struggling to market their business. Okay, I knew video was the way to go, so then I put together that program. Run online workshops. So it's just a matter of turning up on Zoom. Generally, if I'm running a workshop, I will give people a worksheet I do have another workshop that I run, which is how to grow your profile and income on social media without spending how to grow your profile and income without spending 24/7 on social media. And I give you a workbook with that, so you can follow along and do that. And that is a paid workshop, so $97 to actually attend that workshop, and people do pay that. Number 6 is offer group training to other people's Facebook group that have your target market, just like I'm doing today with Di. Number 7 is to charge for interviews. So a lot of people think, oh, who's gonna actually pay me to do an interview? Like, there's so many people out there offering free interviews, and I say go for it. Go and sign up and do those free interviews and do it. But if I look at all the work that I do in putting my interviews together and how much time and effort it takes for me to do the interview, edit it, not just to distribute it to all my different platforms and groups, but how much time and effort I've invested in growing my audience over the years. That's how I put a value on what I charge for my interviews. And even some of my clients who've started working with me, when they started their web TV show and they said, I possibly could not charge someone for an interview because I'm just starting out. I don't have an audience and nobody knows who I am. I said, all right, well, you can do that, but I can assure you in 6 months' time, you're going to be flat broke and burn out and you want to give up. So she said, look, this guy's really big that I'm interviewing. I'm really excited, but I just can't ask him for money. So she did the interview. His name's Prosper, and some of you might know him because he teaches SEO. And she came back to me. She said, you would not believe it, Mel, but Prosper offered me $100 if I put his logo on the video. Now, this is a guy who teaches SEO. He knows the power of video. And I just said to her, well, I'm not surprised. He just obviously appreciates the value that you've had, to offer. So don't be afraid. There will be people say, I'm not going to pay to be interviewed. Well, they don't understand the time and effort you've put into growing your audience. They're not your ideal target market. Okay. So you can't even get a tradesman to come out to your house for a quote for under $150. So if you want to stay in business, you need to be able to charge for your services. It's just an exchange of energy. That's all it is. Number 8, create your own signature masterclass. So if you want to position yourself as the expert in your industry, you should have your signature masterclass. All right. So that's basically your signature talk that you would go to a networking group to do, or, run for, just run yourself. Okay. So have a think, go and have a look at other people who are experts in your industry. Look at their blog, their website, their YouTube channel, their Facebook page. If you're really stuck for ideas, you're not going to plagiarize and totally copy what they're doing, but just get an idea. All right. So if Di's already put hers together. What was yours called, Di?
How to speak confidently without fear.
Yeah. So absolutely, the name has to be so clear that people know why they're going to put aside their time. Any speaker, event organizer, would know exactly what Di is going to teach, and it also makes you much more serious about what you want to be known for as well. You don't want people to be confused and go, oh, what does she actually do? What does she actually teach? Number 9 is run your own challenge, free or paid. So, for example, we talked about a 5-day free challenge before. Now, you could do have a little charge on this. You could make a $27 challenge. I guess you would get, people that are interested and investing in themselves, right? Because there are so many people doing free challenges. So you could make it a small one. Or what you can do is you could make a free one with an upgrade to group mentoring. Okay, so you could do a 5-day free challenge or upgrade to the group mentoring, and it's this much money, or one-on-one. So with my 30-day video challenge, for example, it is $97, but if you do the group mentoring, which is 4 Zoom calls a week with me, it's $247, or if you do the 4 one-on-one sessions with me, it's $497. So you see how I've turned pre-recorded videos into have different levels and different options depending on what people's budgets are. And number 10 is, I've said, to run a virtual summit and charge each speaker, or you can sell virtual tickets, or video ad space, or sponsorship. So they're all a little bit out there and a little bit different, but these are things that I've tried and implemented into my business that have worked for me. So I like to change things up all the time because I get bored. And I like to experiment, and I like to be able to utilize the technology that we have in front of us, because we have got amazing opportunities right here, right now. So that is my tips for you today. I hope you got some value out of it. And we're going to pick a winner now. Is there anyone's got any questions, or Di, did you want to say anything?
Thank you, Mel, for a wonderful session, absolutely packed with value and ideas for everyone. There wouldn't be anyone in the group who couldn't benefit from what you have said. So thank you to the listeners who have come on to the call. We will send it out. There were a few people not able to come. But Mel, I am very pleased. I'm very excited, and I'm very grateful for you coming on and sharing your considerable knowledge with us. Thank you very much.
We've got to pick a winner, Di.
I know we have. You asked me, did I have something to say? And I did have something to say. Now back to you to pick the winner.
All right. So I'm going to do this to make it fair. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 10. I'm not going to open my eyes. You guys have to put a number. Hopefully, you guys might have, there might be more than one winner. Well, so we'll do it this way. That's okay. If there's more than one winner, there's more than one winner. So I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 10, and I want you guys to put it in the chat bar now, and whoever's got this number, and I should have told Di before, but anyway, I'll tell you what the number is before I open my eyes up, will win the session with me, okay? Put your number in, and Di, tell me when everyone's put their number, or get them to wave.
Everyone give me a wave if you put your number in. You too, Rhonda? I can't see your hand. Yes. Yeah, everyone's in, Mel.
Okay, so the number is 3.
Neil.
Neil, you are the winner. Woohoo!
Congratulations.
Thanks, Mel. Can I just add something?
Yes.
And this might be helpful for understanding consciousness.
Yes.
I already pre-understood that you were going to ask that question, and I also was channeled that number. So I hope to pass that on to everyone as an opportunity to understand that you can connect with people. Thank you, Mel.
That is amazing. Oh, I love your work, Neil. We did the Speakers Institute together, and yeah, I hope we can do some work together and get your information out there. So, but Di's got this wonderful group. Now, please utilize it. She's going to be, although she's been going to be traveling, she's in there going to be sharing tips and opportunities for you to be known, be seen, speak up, speak out. Because as you know, if you don't speak out and speak your truth, you get sick. Okay? And we've gone through our life lessons and experiences for a reason. And I believe that is to share those challenges, adversities, experiences, adventures as our gift to the world to inspire, give hope, and help others. So thank you everyone for showing up today. Lots of love and light to you.
Thank you, Mel. Would anyone like to have 30 seconds to say how they felt or something they gained from the day? We'll start with you, Trish.
Thanks, Mel. I've been around with you for years and years and years, and I love the way that you share your message and share your thoughts. One thing, just prompted me to remember to do my videos for my tips. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you. Neil.
Oh, I'm on. I'm just checking if the mic was on. I'm sort of new to this. Thank you, Di, for the opportunity to reconnect with Mel. I really will look forward to connecting with your site and your information, because I would like to improve to be a better speaker. And certainly with Mel's background and information, I think everyone should be looking at that opportunity and going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Neil. Patricia.
Di, Mel, thank you so much. I've just reassured that a lot of stuff I'm doing is right, but I definitely need to work a lot more on my tips.
Excellent. Jeanette.
Well, ladies, as always, it's an absolute pleasure because I adore both of you, and it's so nice to meet everybody else. I have written 5 pages of notes, so thank you, Mel. The biggest thing that holds me back is my brain does not work technology-wise, and even when I sit with people, it doesn't compute. So that's I've got everything I want to do. I've been setting up classes, but I don't know how to get it out there. And Di, I have to say your background just blows my mind. It's amazing, and I would love to know how to create something like that because I'm ready to move forward with my own TV show and everything. I just don't know how to do that. So this has been wonderful today, even just reiterating what I know that I have to do. So confirmation for me, thank you. And I'm just so pleased that I saw, because I've been off Facebook, and I saw your post this morning, Di. So I set an alarm so I would not miss it. So thank you, ladies. Thank you.
A pleasure, thank you. And Rhonda.
I've just been absolutely devouring everything you've said, Melissa, and I've got half a dozen pages of notes too, and I look being able to get that list that you mentioned. So I will PM you for that. But thank you, Di, for setting it up. And I'm just blown away by the fact that there's so much opportunity out there, and I don't happen to be working today. I missed the call this morning, and I just think it's wonderful to avail ourselves of every opportunity to learn. And that was jam-packed with lots of knowledge. And I am feeling a little like stuck in things with technology, but this is springboarding us forward, isn't it? Which is wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rhonda. Okay, folks, that's it for today. Thank you very much for attending. And Mel, you're an absolute angel. Thank you for your value-packed, amazing, valuable session.
Thank you.
You are an angel. Thank you, everyone.
Remember to shine bright because the world needs you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.